morning, guys. So, you guys haven't seen me in a little bit. A couple of things. Honestly, you know, I recorded some videos and then I watched them and I thought, well, those are kind of boring. So I ended up just dumping them. I rambled on, making content, but I felt like it was all the same stuff I've said a million times. So I dumped that. And then this morning when I tried to film a video, my camera wouldn't stay on. My phone did an update last night, and a bunch of my apps now, like when you turn them on, they turn right back off. So I had to, including Weight Watchers, by the way. So I had to shut my phone down and turn it back on, which for some reason took a really long time. And normally it doesn't. It actually kind of scared me. I thought something was wrong. But so it's back. I'm good. Just wanted to jump on here, give you guys a little update. I have basically eaten the same thing all week long. So I haven't showed it to you since like Monday, I think. On Saturday, I will be pulling the name of a person for our 100 subscriber winner. There's not that many. So if you want a chance to win, jump on there and subscribe and make a comment or leave a comment, and I will enter you in the drawing. And then you can just private message me your address and I will send you your prize. And I know a lot of people aren't willing to give out their address, and that's fine. So, you know, if you want to give me your address if you win, then jump on there and subscribe. Sorry, I just got squirrel. A house that I've always thought was very pretty is up for sale. Not that I want it. I don't want to live in this area, but I don't know. I just wouldn't sell that house if it was mine. It's beautiful. It's probably falling down around their ears just like mine is. Anyway, just wanted to update. I believe that my weight on Sunday when I weighed in last was a faux weight. It was 170, and that was just more than I normally lose in a week. I feel like it was just because my time of month was ending. I believe I'm probably 173, somewhere in there. So that's disappointing. I know right now I've got, I'm holding a lot of stuff in. My body's just not letting go of number 2. I mean, to the point where it's Thursday, and I think it's been since Sunday. So that's not good for me. I did take a Smooth Move tea. It's actually traditional medicinal tea. If anybody's wondering, it's called Smooth Move. It comes in several flavors. There's a peppermint, a chamomile, and a chocolate. I don't care for the chocolate. It tastes like chocolate with water, and it's just not good. The peppermint is a smoother peppermint. It's not like real in-your-face peppermint. I do usually put some Truvia in with it. I notice sometimes that when I do that, it doesn't work quite as well, so I try to do it plain. I also noticed with the Smooth Move tea, I will tell you, it's a harsh stimulant. So if you take it, be prepared. You're gonna go. But you're gonna go about 8 to 10 hours later. Kind of like a laxative. So I have found that I can't take mine during the day. I have tried doing things like taking it in the morning and hoping that by the end of the day it works. I have tried taking it in the middle of the day and hoping by the time I go to bed it works. It has to be, for me, it has to be the last thing I eat or drink before I go to bed, and I do have to kind of do it like right before I go to bed. And then it tends to work the best. I did drink it last night right before I went to bed. I have drank it several, because if I drank it 7 days a week, it stops working for me, number one. I've tried that. And number two, it's like I said, it's very harsh, and it gets to the point where you put something in your mouth and you end up going to the bathroom immediately. It shouldn't be taken every single day. So I try to do it about twice a week. I try to do it on Wednesday nights and Friday nights. So just to give me some movement. I drink a ton of water. I eat a lot of fibery foods. I'm really not sure why I don't go. I've been this way my whole life. Let's see, what else update? I have stopped eating eggs in the mornings. 2 reasons. Number one, I was just absolutely sick to death of eggs. And number two, I feel like eggs and yogurt were the 2 things that I kind of was overeating. Yes, I'm probably overeating chicken as well, but I can rein that back, and I have been. But the yogurt, which I made into desserts most of the time, and the eggs, I felt like I was eating too many. Even though I was only having 2 a day, I feel like that was a lot more than I had eaten before. So I've started eating Quest bars. I also think Quest bars may be part of my backup problem, even though they do have a lot of fiber in them. I don't know. But my backup problem for this week, not like in general. But I don't. They keep me full until lunchtime. So the other thing that I've noticed is what I usually do is I have my Quest bar. I have somewhere around 10-ish. I have a applesauce or a fruit of some type. And then my lunch is at 12:15. And I've been having, this week I've been having a turkey wrap with just mustard and turkey and the wrap, because I'm going to say it again, someone ate my pickle and I'm very upset about it. No one will cop to it either. No one will be like, yeah, Mom, I ate the pickle. Yeah, they're all like, we didn't do it. So yeah, and then I didn't have any onion either, so that's it. Just really turkey and mustard, which has been fine. Turkey, mustard, in a wrap. It's been fine. I'm having my last one today. I don't have one for tomorrow. Tomorrow is parent conference day at my school, so the kids have the day off. So what we're supposed to do is bring a snack to share, and it goes into the break room. And I'm going to tell you, there's going to be so much junk there. I was contemplating not bringing a lunch at all because I know me and I'm going to end up snacking. But what I think I'm actually going to do is I'm going to bring, I have a very low point soup. It's 4 points. So I think what I'm going to do is probably have fruit for breakfast. Bring my low point soup with me. And then if there's literally nothing there that I can fit in, like no one brings vegetables or fruit or whatever, then I will just have my soup and avoid. I have to bring something too. My intention is I'm going to bring a case of water. I'm also going to bring some veggie straws, the veggie straws, because I can have a whole bunch of them for like 4 points. And I'm going to check out some fruit and vegetables. I'm going to buy it tomorrow on my way to work. I know me, and that's how I do things. But I find that those fruit and veggie trays, those platters, they're way more money than I want to spend. Like at my grocery store, a fruit platter or a fruit thing, which is just pineapples, grapes, honeydew, and cantaloupe. And it's, honestly, it's not even usually that good. Like $26. And I'm just not willing to pay that. The other one was the veggie platter, which is celery, carrots. No one eats the celery. Grape tomatoes. No one eats those because half the time, by the time you open it, they're not good. And sometimes broccoli or cauliflower. Those are also like $16. Not really wanting to pay that either. I know it's cheaper to buy it and cut it up, but I also know that I'm not going to. So, this is a grab and go kind of thing. It's not like a luncheon where people are going to have plates and whatever. I mean, I guess they could have plates, but what are some things that you think would be good to take tomorrow to just put in the break room so people can come and eat? So you don't want it to be like a heat up thing because it's just snacks. So I'm going to bring the veggie straws. If they have 2 different flavors, I might do that. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. I might bring some of the baked Lay's or something like that. I don't know. Something easy, something I can run into the store tomorrow morning at 6 o'clock in the morning, grab with my case of water, and bring to the snack thing. So give me some ideas. I'm going to jump off here now because I'm getting ready to go through the gate, and I will talk to you guys hopefully this afternoon on my way home. Oh, and I want to tell you about the support group we're starting at work. So that should be fun. Hi guys. So it's still Thursday. It is March 1st. It is 4:15. I am halfway home about. It's 52 degrees. It doesn't feel like 52 degrees outside. It feels a little colder actually. It's gray, it's cloudy, it's yucky out. It was supposed to start raining around 2. Apparently it did rain for a little bit. Out of my classroom window, it didn't look like it was, but apparently it was. So we had indoor recess today, so a little crazy. So I just jumped on here just for a minute because I know that the weekly, the Weight Watchers Weekly this week was about stress eating. And if you're a member of Weight Watchers, go to the living section. If you don't go to meetings, go to the living section. After you log in, go to the living section, and it'll give you the weekly, which I absolutely love. I always read it. Sometimes it's great, sometimes it's not so great. But this one's about stress eating. And so I gotta tell you, I just realized today that it is someone's birthday who was at one point a very important part of my life. It's a relative of mine, and we were very close. And over the years, there's been some falling outs. There's been some petty little BS that drove a wedge between us. Other people got involved. And it was recently come to my attention that there is a possibility that he's pretty sick, that he has cancer. And I did see him at a family function a little over a month ago. And when I first found out, I texted him, you know, because we were not speaking. And I said, you know, I hope all is well. Sorry to hear about what's going on. You know, you're in my thoughts. He said, thanks. We don't really know anything yet. You know, waiting for a diagnosis. So that was way before Christmas. I just saw him about a month ago, asked how I was. He said, you know, we still don't have 100% yet, but they're pretty sure that it's cancer. I said, okay, well, when will you know? He said the next couple of days. I said, great, keep me posted. You know, I'd like to know. I never heard anything. So I don't know one way or the other. You know, look, not that it's his job as someone who's struggling with a diagnosis like that to reach out to me, but I did the reaching out both times, and it wasn't like it was warm and friendly and a greeting when he did answer me. It was cold. It was no big deal. Don't worry about it. I'm fine. So I'm stuck in this dilemma of, do I reach out and say, hey, happy birthday, just wanted to check in on you to see if you're okay, and have him maybe say, you know, I'm fine, or, you know, definitely the diagnosis is cancer, but thanks for the birthday wish, which is, you know, kind of sucks. But also, you know, I'm thinking, I'm trying to figure out how I would react if I was diagnosed with something major like that. When I had my heart surgery, for example. When I had my heart surgery, it was not major surgery. It was a procedure, I guess. But it was scary for me. I had only had like 2 other surgeries my whole life. I had a knee that I popped my ACL and I needed to replace that. And I had tonsils when I was way young. So going under the knife and actually having them stop my heart for a few seconds while they cryogized around it scared me. you know? I was taken from my job in an ambulance, and my heart was so bad that you could see it, my shirt moving. It was that bad. The people who contacted me and got in touch with me and sent me flowers and sent me fruit and just in general, how are you? Those are the people that matter. This person did not do that. Didn't contact me at all. As a matter of fact, the times that I've seen them since then, nothing. So, and again, I don't want to play the tit for tat game. I don't. But I also know, thinking about me, and in the throes of that, of my surgery, because that was a year, almost a year ago. We're not quite at a year yet. Had he contacted me, it may have been more of a burden and, I don't know, a pain to have to deal with that, the emotion and what I was going through. So I probably didn't want him to, but then also feel kind of mad that he didn't, I guess. So I'm in that weirdness. So a part of me is thinking, like, honestly, I went from, I'm feeling stressed about this situation. I'm feeling some stress about some stuff that's going on at home. Nothing with Norm and I, we're totally fine. But you know, every couple goes through stuff. We're not going through anything with each other. We're both kind of going through stuff around us. And it maybe is causing us to not pay as much attention to each other as we should at the moment. We'll be fine because we pointed out and we'll fix it. But with all of that kind of going on, my first thought today, you know, as I was thinking, is what am I going to eat when I get home? You know, and in my head, I knew as I was thinking that's terrible. That's the worst thing you could possibly think. And then there was a part of me that said, well, just don't track it. I've never done that where I thought, just don't track it. Who's going to know? Well, no one's checking my Weight Watchers app. It isn't like Weight Watchers calls me and says, hey, you didn't track it, or hey, you did track it, way to go. But for the first time, I felt like, just don't track today. Just don't. You're having a bad day, just don't track. And then I started thinking about it. My day's not that bad. It really isn't. I've got some things on my mind. I got some things going on at work that are just more of a pain. That, I mean, I know it's fine and it'll work itself out. But, you know, just stuff that I have to, paperwork, dumb stuff that has to be taken care of. It's not a big deal. And I feel like I'm looking to stress eat. I feel like I'm saying, okay, what excuse can I use to stress eat? We were supposed to have tacos on Tuesday. I always do some type of Mexican taco something on Tuesday. And I was going to do a taco ring. Well, Amber came over to prep. She had forgot her rolls. I gave her mine. So I said, no big deal. I'll just have Norm stop and get them on Tuesday. He didn't. And then yesterday we ended up eating out. Today, I still haven't stopped and gotten them. I have no intention of stopping to get them. So again, I start, well, what's at home? I could have tacos, but I can't because I'm not stopping, blah, blah, blah. I have other stuff prepped. I have chicken, like 0-point chicken basically prepped. Actually, I guess it's like 2-point chicken prepped, with some ranch dressing or ranch seasoning and some Italian dressing on it, and onions and mushrooms. It's probably delicious. It's frozen. I have a frozen chicken dinner that is like from a Bird's Eye thing that I think is like 7 points for a good serving. It's like a cup and a half. I have 12 points going into dinner. I'm totally fine, but it's almost like I'm looking for a reason to stress eat so I can say, oh, well, I can stress eat today. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. So while I have the 2 chicken dinners at home, I do have the taco meat. I could have that. I just don't have any shells or anything to put them on. I also have eggs. So I'm set. I have plenty of stuff I could have. I think I'm just looking for an excuse to eat, and I can't do that. So I'm putting myself in check. The other thing I wanted to kind of talk about a little bit, I'm trying to watch my time here. I told you guys that my school, we are trying to be a wellness school. And I think they kind of fell by the wayside because we had some other stuff going on. We have construction going on at our school right now. They're totally redoing our classes completely. There's a lot of people in my building who are doing some type of weight loss something, okay? So I am on Weight Watchers. There's 4 or 5 other people on Weight Watchers. There's some keto going on. There's some Nutrisystem going on. There's just, I'm plain old watching calories and exercising happening. So I'm loving the fact that we're all kind of in this together. None of us go to meetings, so, or anything like that. I'm not looking to have a Weight Watchers meeting because I've never been to one. I don't know what one is like. And I'm not trying to do that. What we're trying to do is have a support group. So we kind of all got together today, not just the Weight Watchers people, but the kind of the people who are doing some type of weight loss, and decided, what do we need? You know, what are we missing? Excuse me. Thanks to YouTube, I'm not missing a whole lot. But not everyone does that. So we're looking to get together and share our highs and lows. We want to share our tips. We want to share recipes, not necessarily bringing the food, but just recipes of new recipes and things. We want to share some exercise. We want to do some mantras and some good thoughts, things like that. We want to talk about different programs, what's happening at Weight Watchers, what's happening on keto, what's happening at Nutrisystem. So we think we're going to do this about every other week. There will not be a weigh-in because they already do a Biggest Loser program at our school. It's literally just you put $1 or $2 in and you weigh, and it's a Biggest Loser, whatever. So this is more going to be like a support group. Someone did say they were going to bring a scale, so there would be a scale available if someone wanted to use this as their marker, but it's not going to be like, we're not going to keep track of anybody's scale or anything like that. So what we're going to do is we're going to get together, like I said, we're going to talk about our highs and lows, we're going to share some recipes, we're going to talk about how the programs work, we'll go over our problems, our dilemmas, we'll give each other support. We will do some mantras and some positive affirmations. We will celebrate our successes. We will bolster each other up when we're struggling. And then that should take 30 minutes. And then because there's not that many of us, and then when we're done, we will do either 30-minute walk or 30-minute yoga or 30-minute stretches or something to that effect. Just to get us moving once or twice a month. I mean, it's not going to be a lot, but it's something, and maybe it'll make people realize how good it feels to walk or to do yoga or to stretch or whatever it is. So I am not by any means in charge of it. It was kind of the brainchild of several of us who are doing Weight Watchers, and there's not going to be a leader. There's not going to be a group. It's a drop-in. Come when you want. You know, don't come if you don't want. If you decide, you know, whatever. We're not charging people. It's nothing like that. It's simply a group of friends who are going to get together and try to lend each other support. And don't worry. I am going to, one of the first things I'm going to share as one of my tips is all of you wonderful people who have YouTube channels. I'm going to just make a list of those people and the names of their YouTube channels so that everyone has them. So hopefully that'll get you guys, you know, get them to you guys so that they can get some support the way I get. I think that's about it. Don't forget, sometime this weekend, it's Thursday right now, sometimes this weekend, I'm going to do the drawing for my 100 viewer drawing. Right now, I think there's 5 or 6 people who have signed up, so you got a pretty good shot if you're not sure. Go ahead and go back through a couple. It says 100 viewer it says viewer instead of subscriber, 100 viewer giveaway or something like that. But go through and find that, and subscribe and leave me a comment and like the video. And if you do all of those things, I will put your name into the drawing. And I don't know exactly what I'm going to give away yet. I was thinking about some Trader Joe stuff. But also I want to kind of wait to see who the winner is, because I do have some followers and some subscribers who are not Weight Watchers. And I do have, because they just follow Norm and I, and so I don't want to send them all Weight Watcher stuff if they're following Norm and me, and I don't want to send them stuff about me and Norm if they're just following us for Weight Watchers. So, so go and check that out. Let me know if you have a channel, because I would like to follow you. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Please like this video and subscribe if you haven't done that yet. Hit the little bell. It'll tell you every time that I post a new video. I've gotten away from posting every single day because I feel like sometimes I'm saying the same things over and over. And I'm not showing a bunch of food right now because all of my food is basically the same. I'm eating the same thing for breakfast and lunch, and dinner is, this week, the last 2 weeks really, has been up in the air. I'm going to get better, and my meal preps will get better. Anyway, I will see you guys tomorrow. It is starting to rain again, so I think that I am going to jump off of here so that I can pay attention. Not that I wasn't before, but you know. And I will see you guys very soon. I hope you guys are having a terrific Thursday, and I hope it's nice and sunny where you are, because I am so totally sick of this rain. See you guys later.